Alright, hello. I think I'm on the internet. So just before I start up the application again, just want to let you know, you're just going to see behind the scenes for a tiny bit. We've just been having some technical difficulties. So when I ran Final Fantasy XIII, this is an issue I've not had before, but I think what the issue might be, I just had some issues in some previous streams with the encoder settings, so it might be just because I changed the encoder. I don't know what it is. So just a little bit of a forewarning, I might be fiddling around with the encoder just a tiny bit. So I'm just showing behind the scenes, so there might just be a little bit of technical difficulties before we get the stream going, but hopefully everything will be sorted. But I might just have to move things around a little bit before we get the stream going. But then we'll start from the beginning. Alright, hopefully everything will be good. Hopefully everything is fine. Alright. Yeah, it's just been running really slow. This has never been an issue before when I ran the game. So I don't know what's up. I might just have to change the settings around a little bit. So if I stop and start, I apologize. I'm just trying to get the game to run smoothly. Okay, it's running a little bit slow. Okay, this looks like an improvement. We might just roll with this. At least I can, like, move on the menu. Alright. Maybe this is okay? Alright, yeah, maybe this is okay. Yeah, alright. I think we have a running game. I think we have a running game. Okay. Okay. I think we're streaming now. I think the problems are resolved. Woo! Okay. If the problems are resolved. This didn't happen. This is the first time I started streaming. Yeah, this is the first time I started streaming. There were absolutely no technical difficulties at all getting the stream going. What are you talking about? Okay. So let's start from the beginning. Okay, so you're probably asking yourself, Badger, where have you been for the last 7 months? Why haven't you been streaming Final Fantasy XIII? Allow me to explain that. Yeah, so the thing is, if we go over here, you'll see, like, you probably think, yeah, so where we left off, it was just after the Tantalus fight. Yeah, like, we did the Tantalus fight, and that's the last you've seen of me, because those are the last videos. The thing is, I actually did progress past that, and I did that on stream, but the thing was, it was a really bad stream, and there's a kind of reasons for that. I had kind of a really negative experience. Someone kind of came into my chat that, like, was a very unpleasant person. I don't really want to go into that. It was just a really negative experience, and I didn't want to upload that. I didn't want to upload that stream. But the problem was, I didn't have a save. I couldn't go back and, like, redo it. But then eventually I did. I just had to go back a really long way and replay it. But yeah, but it just kind of took me a while to go back and do it, because, like, it just wasn't as much fun playing Final Fantasy XIII without you guys in chat, like, having such a fun time making fun of the game with you guys and, like, laughing along with it. But that's why. I just had, like, a really bad stream experience. I didn't want to upload that and have that be there, you know? I wanted it, so that was it. That just really put me off doing it. But that's in the past now. I'm back. Let's have fun with this game. Hopefully there's no more technical difficulties, no more frame rate lag. If it's a bit laggy, it's a bit laggy, but let's see. Hopefully I can actually play the game now. Alright. To the amazement of the lessee, the Primarch reveals himself to be a Fal'Cie whose true name is Bartandalus. Showing nothing but contempt for his human tools, he proceeds to casually slaughter Colonel Nabat, who I told you wasn't important, and her subordinates. Bartandalus then shrugs off the lessee's attacks and with mocking laughter declares his intention to enlighten them. In order to fulfill the focus given to them by the Pulse Fal'Cie, he states one of the lessee must become Ragnarok and bring about the end of Cocoon. Sarah's task was simply to assemble the tools to achieve this end, to bring Snow and the others into contact with the lower world being. Her wish that they protect Cocoon was just that, a wish. It had nothing to do with her or their focus. Confounded by the naked truth, the dumbstruck Lassie and Falsey, I'm going to get that mixed up now, it's been too long, flee the plummeting Palamisha on an airship provided by Bar Tantalus. Their craft is guided by an unseen power that protects them from Colonel Roche's onslaught and flies them towards the reality hidden beneath the capital of Cocoon. Alright, so hopefully with no more technical issues, let's figure out where we left off. If you want to die, drink every time they say, what is our focus? Is that our focus? Drink every single time they say Lassie or Falsey and you're not sure what a Lassie or Falsey are. And remember that Pulse is in fact Space Australia. Let's go. It's time. Woo! Okay, it's a little bit choppy, but I think maybe, hopefully we can live with this. Come on, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that it's livable.
Where are we? Looks like a piece of Pulse.
You would know.
Pulse? What, you mean like the Bodum vestige? Something like that. It's close to Eden.
Yeah, well, what I don't understand is after the purge and all that Lassie paranoia, why keep a chunk of Pulse under the floorboards?
Is this what the Primarch wanted us to see?
A place for Lassie to accept their fate.
Do you really think our focus is what Daisley said it is?
What is our focus?
You mean become Ragnarok?
Yes, become the Norse end times. Yeah.
Destroy the Falsey Eden and shatter Cocoon.
Yeah, in case you don't
what
remember
the
as
vision's
well,
telling us, more or
Cocoon
less.
is like the inside of a planet. It's not the outside of a planet. That's kind of relevant. They
So,
never really
back
established
to
that,
square
but
one.
yeah.
Out of luck.
Yeah, the frame rate's still a bit
Mr.
slow,
Hero!
but
Cocoon
I'm just living
calling
with it
Snow!
at this point. Oh, Vanille.
It's almost like Daisley wants it to come true.
But he can't possibly want that. Why would he want that?
Seems that way. He sure didn't mind explaining it. Here's your focus on the silver platter.
Yeah, that's suspicious. Yeah, maybe you should, like, think about that.
But that doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Why would a Cocoon Falsey want to destroy Cocoon?
Yeah, maybe you should think about that.
Maybe it's a Falsey thing. You know what I mean? Some grand design we just don't understand.
If the frame rates are just bad in the cutscenes, I'll live with that. That's fine. I don't care about the cutscenes. Even though this game is like 90% cutscenes.
Hey, Snow! Nothing from you?
Uh-huh. So, this way?
Great. Let's see how it sort of handles. Ooh, it's pretty slow. It's pretty slow. Yeah, I don't know why this is sort of an issue, but... Don't know why this is an issue all of a sudden, but... It's alright, I think I can probably live with it. It's not like it's an action game or anything. Actually, in a way, the fact that I have bad frame rates might make it more interesting because there's a really hard fight coming up at the end. So you might see me die a lot to this really hard fight coming up at the end of the stream. Can I in fact, can Badger survive the ultimate enemy, bad frame rates? That's the true hardest boss in Final Fantasy, bad frame rates. Look, this is just, I just kind of have to live with it. I'm not gonna not stream just because I'm having some technical difficulties. We're just living with it at this point. I'll figure out what's going on later. Alright, let's talk to some people. This is the one chance. This is like the one chance in the game we actually get to talk to our party. You don't get to do that in this game.
Wish I could say it was my piloted skills that saved us back there, but it wasn't.
Yeah, you didn't really actually establish that very well in the game,
The ship
though.
handled all the flying and shooting.
That really wasn't clear.
I'm not talking about some jacked up autopilot either.
I mean, if you say so.
Something wanted us to make it out of there, and made sure we did.
You know, you probably could have, considering this is apparently an important plot point, you know, maybe the cutscene could have made that, like, clearer. Because Sarge has actually been established as a good pilot. That's, like, kind of what he contributes to the party, outside of dad energy. Hi, Fang.
Been checking your...
Yeah,
If you start to stray or take too much of a shock, your brand will change, and it'll be next stop XIII Central.
fantastic marketing advice. You start to
Keep that in mind.
you start to stray from your core brand identity, take too much of a shock, your brand will in fact change, so don't change your brand identity. Good marketing advice. Who else is around? You look sulky. You look sulky, Mr. Hero. You're in your emo phase. Let's go.
So gathering up the tools for destruction turned you to Crystal. Well,
Sure did.
you really were an enemy of Cocoon,
Yep.
just like the rest of us.
Yep.
I had it all wrong. Totally wrong.
Heroes don't need plans. Let's go. Okay. Now, once again, I have staunchly refused to learn the weapon upgrade system, and I will maintain this. I will maintain refusing to learn the weapon upgrade system. It's way too complicated. Now, we're not going to upgrade any weapons until we get to Space Australia. And especially, I'm not going to upgrade weapons now when I'm having these frame rate issues. That will take forever. Yeah, lightning normally moves about like twice as fast as this. It's fine. If it gets really bad, I'll try and like fix it during like a intermission, but we're just dealing with frame rate issues for the beginning of this. It's fine.
Don't believe everything a Falsey says.
Why would you believe anything a Falsey says?
He's telling us our focus is to destroy Cocoon. But who knows? He could be lying to trick us into helping him to do something else. We should listen to Sarah, not some Falsey.
I mean, at least Vanille does understand the concept of lying.
So Daisley was really the Falsey Bartandalus.
Yep.
The vision he was talking about was that crazy Ragnarok dream we all had when we were made into Lassie. One of us is supposed to become this Ragnarok thing and destroy Eden.
Yep.
Except we do that by destroying this orphan that gives Eden its power.
Yes, that is the plot. That is the plot
I
of the
think I
game.
have that part straight now.
Yep, that is the plot of the game. We've come this far, and now we know what the plot of the game is. We're how many
Ready to get
chapters
out of
in?
here?
We're how many chapters in, and we've just learned what the plot of the game is.
I gotta apologize. Looks like I was wrong.
About Sarah's focus? Not like you to second guess yourself.
Yeah, well, even heroes make mistakes.
How can you make mistakes when you don't have a plan? Like,
What about your plan to protect Cocoon?
heroes don't need plans.
Either way, your faith in Sarah was strong. That strength got you this far.
It was all wrong.
Yeah, you tried so hard to convince us that you even fooled yourself. You've been a total idiot.
Yeah. That's literally his character arc, is that he's a total idiot.
But still. It saved me. You trusted Sarah.
So
Let
Snow,
that faith drive you.
on the downside, you're a himbo, but on the plus side, you're
It
you're
even
a
made
himbo.
me want to believe.
Oh, Sarah. Talk to me, baby.
Talk to me, baby. Gonna have some cake by the fountain.
I mean, those were just legends, right?
There's one thing you should know in Final
I
Fantasy.
want to say we're close to Eden, but it's hard to be sure.
In Final Fantasy, every single myth is true. And I don't just mean even in-universe myths, like, every single god coexists. Like, all different real-world religions coexist, and you can summon them. Would you like to summon a Hindu god? You can. Would you like to summon a Norse god? You can. It's Final Fantasy. Everything is true at once. That's what we're doing here. Well, let's go. Alright, let's see how the combat works. If I'm having like serious frame rate issues with the combat to where it's unplayable, I might have to like X out and come back in, and we'll just like call this a segment. and I'll change the settings again. Yeah, I might have a solution for what's going on. And then I'll just X out
I
and back in.
can't believe we're
and start
still in
again.
Cocoon.
But just from here.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I think I might have an idea of what the issue could be. Reaction noises.
What the?
I am Iron Man. Yeah, so we'll see how this fight goes. If this fight is just unplayable, we'll call it a segment, and then I'll fiddle with the settings. Oh, well, this is pretty slow. Yeah, it's okay. So we'll call this a segment after I do this fight. And I think I know what the issue is. I think I understand what the issue is here. I think this is a game that runs heavily on the graphics processor rather than the CPU. And I'm encoding through the graphics processor rather than the CPU. So I think that's what the issue is. So I will X out after this. End stream, come back. We'll pick up like right after this fight. I'm pretty sure that's what the issue is. So I think that's what it is, because previously when I was running this game, I think I was encoding off of the CPU, not the GPU. Which is usually what I don't want to do for like every single other game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, this is just being really slow. I'm not even paying attention because I'm just talking to you guys. That's alright though, it's really slow. Yeah, I should paradigm shift. That's a thing that you can do in this game. Because we want
Thank you.
Ravages.
Change of plan.
We want to do lightning damage to these guys. so
1. Time for another approach.
Yeah, I need to get used to playing this game again. Yeah, this is very, very slow. That's fine. I don't... This is a... Yeah, at least it's given me a moment to figure out what the issue is. And remember how to play the game.
Thanks.
Slow motion fighting. Slow motion Final Fantasy. On the other hand, while we're doing this really, really slow motion fight,
Keep the enemy off balance.
I've been finally able to... It took me like a really, really long time to actually get around and play it. I've been really, really enjoying the Final Fantasy VII remake. It is so good.
Change of plan.
I love it. I'll probably talk to you guys about that more during the course of the stream. I haven't finished it. I haven't had time to finish it yet, but I'm pretty far in. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, sorry about the frame rates. I will X out and fix this right after this fight, and we'll load back in right where we left off. Because I'm pretty sure I've had time to figure out what the issue is. Obviously, this one segment of the game is just cursed for me. The game does not want me to finish this one segment of the game. It does not want me to stream well in this one segment of the game. But don't worry, the issue will be fixed. I know what it is now. I know exactly what the problem is now. Yeah, so I'll switch the encoder and that'll fix the problem. Yeah, apologies for all the technical difficulties. But oh, for fuck's sake.
And so it ends.
Oh, fuck's sake. No, sorry. I'll finish this fight a lot quicker now. I know what the issue is. Yeah. Sorry, I've just been thinking about knowing what the issue is, but I'll finish this fight quickly now. Pay attention. Yeah, maybe I can actually summon Odin. That'll make it quicker. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what the issue is, so I'm gonna save and call this a segment. I know what the issue is. So I'm gonna just quickly end stream, and because I need to end stream to change the encoder. I will be right back. I'm pretty sure this will resolve the problem. So yeah, I need to switch from something that's heavy on graphics to something that's heavy on CPU, which is like the opposite of what you usually want.